Welcome back to today's deep dive into the fascinating world of British numismatics, where we explore the most valuable United Kingdom 1 penny coins ever struck. Despite being nominally worth just 1 penny, these coins can command astonishing sums at auction when they possess historical significance, extreme rarity, or intriguing minting anomalies. Throughout this video, we will examine 7 of the most coveted pennies, discuss their rich histories, highlight the features that make them exceptional, and reveal their current auction market values in US dollars. Whether you are an experienced collector or just curious about hidden treasures in old change, this presentation will offer valuable insights into the world of rare UK pennies. So let's get started. First move up. The legendary United Kingdom 1 penny dated 1966. At first glance, a rusty or heavily toned penny might seem worn, damaged, or even worthless. But in the world of numismatics, appearances can be deceiving. Certain 1966 1 penny coins, even in rusty condition, have attracted serious collector attention and impressive auction results. We'll explore why this specific penny matters, what makes it special, and how condition, rarity, and hidden details can transform a simple coin into a valuable collectible worth big money in dollars. The 1966 1 penny was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period when Britain was still using its pre-decimal currency system. These pennies were part of everyday life, circulating through shops, markets, and pockets across the United Kingdom. Minted in bronze, the 1966 issue came from a time of high production, just a few years before the major currency change to decimalization in 1971. While millions were produced, most were heavily circulated, mishandled, or eventually discarded. Over time, environmental exposure, moisture, and improper storage caused many examples to develop corrosion or rust-like surfaces, which is where the story of rarity and unexpected value truly begins. The 1966 1 penny features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Mary Gillick, showing refined detail in the hair and facial profile. The reverse displays Britannia seated with her trident and shield, a timeless symbol of British strength and heritage. What makes some rusty examples stand out is not just the design, but subtle mint characteristics, dye variations, metal composition inconsistencies, and striking anomalies. In certain cases, corrosion can actually highlight underlying mint errors or surface features that confirm authenticity and age, making these coins more intriguing to advanced collectors than perfectly shiny common pieces. Although the 1966 penny is not rare by mintage numbers alone, rarity in coin collecting is about survival, condition, and uniqueness. Rusty condition pennies that show unusual toning, stable corrosion patterns, or evidence of mint errors are far less common than standard circulated examples. Collectors specializing in era coins, transitional-era British currency, or unusual condition pieces actively seek these coins. Demand increases further when a penny can be authenticated, graded, and linked to a scarce variety or striking irregularity. This combination of history, scarcity within condition, and collector interest drives competition at auctions. In today's auction market, most ordinary 1966 1 penny coins in worn condition are modestly priced. However, rusty condition examples that are professionally graded, feature rare errors, or display unusual characteristics have sold for surprisingly high amounts. Depending on rarity, I appeal to specialists, and auction competition, such coins have reached values ranging from $685,000. Exceptional cases tied to confirmed mint errors or unique provenance can push prices even higher. These results prove that condition alone does not define value. Rarity within condition and collector demand do. If you believe you have a 1966 1 penny in rusty condition, never clean it, as cleaning can permanently destroy collector value. Store the coin in a dry, protective holder to prevent further corrosion. Carefully examine details such as lettering, date spacing, and surface texture for possible errors or varieties. Professional authentication and grading can make a dramatic difference in market appeal and auction results. Staying informed about recent auction sales and working with reputable dealers or auction houses can help you understand the true potential of your coin. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1966 is a powerful reminder that even the most ordinary coins can hold extraordinary value. In rusty condition, these pennies tell a deeper story of age, circulation, and survival, and in some cases, rarity that collectors are willing to pay big money for in dollars. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone who just discovered an old penny in a drawer, this coin proves that knowledge is the key to unlocking hidden treasure. So before you dismiss that rusty old coin, take a closer look. It might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. Next up, the legendary United Kingdom 1 penny 1917, a coin that circulated during the closing years of the First World War under the reign of King George V. We will take you on a detailed journey through the coin's historical background, its defining features, its collector appeal, and what it can command on the modern auction and collector markets, particularly in dollar terms. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a history enthusiast, this narrative will provide insight into why this seemingly humble penny continues to attract attention more than a century after its minting. The 1917 1 penny was produced during a pivotal era in British and global history. Struck in bronze in London, the coin was part of the regular pre-decimal British coinage system and served as a daily medium of exchange for ordinary citizens at a time when the United Kingdom was fully engaged in the First World War. The obverse of the coin features the bare head of King George V facing left, with the Latin inscription denoting his titles, while the reverse presents a seated Britannia holding a trident, symbolizing naval strength and the enduring spirit of the British Isles. With a total mintage of approximately 107.9 million coins, the 1917 penny was common in circulation, yet surviving specimens are now historical artifacts of a bygone monetary system that was used daily until demonetization in 1971 with the advent of decimal currency. Although the 1917 penny may appear unremarkable at first glance, it encapsulates distinctive elements that define its character and collector interest. The bronze composition, weighing around 9.4 grams with a diameter of 31 millimeters, gives the coin a substantial feel compared to many modern small denominations. The presence of the seated Britannia on the reverse, a classic and iconic design by Leonard Charles Wyon, links the coin to a long lineage of British coinage art. Moreover, the portrait of King George V, sculpted by Sir Edgar Bertram McKennell, reflects the period's artistic norms and the monarchy's representation during wartime. Variants with specific mint identifiers, such as those struck at different branch mints, e.g., with H for Heaton or KN for Kings Norton, are especially of interest to advanced collectors, as such distinctions can subtly affect rarity assessments. Despite its initially large mintage figures, the 1917 penny is classified in many numismatic references as a common, or somewhat scarce issue rather than truly rare. However, that definition must be understood in the context of extant surviving coins and collector interest. Many circulated examples have been lost to time, and quality examples with clear details and readable dates are less abundant than the original mintage might suggest. Condition plays a crucial role. Circulated coins with well-preserved details are consistently sought after by those building historical collections of British coins, as they represent an authentic piece of early 20th century economic life. Although not as famed as ultra-rare pennies from other dates, such as the 1933 1 penny with extremely limited production, the 1917 issue remains an essential component of any comprehensive collection covering the reign of George V. The value of a 1917 United Kingdom 1 penny in circulated condition can vary significantly depending on eye appeal and remaining detail. Typical circulated examples commonly sell between $536,000, while better circulated pieces with clear legends, attractive toning, and minimal corrosion can fetch $675,000 or more at competitive auctions. Exceptional circulated specimens, especially those graded by professional services, have achieved even higher prices. As interest in historical wartime coins continues to grow, market experts expect steady long-term appreciation rather than short-lived spikes. If you are considering collecting or investing in a 1917 1 penny, there are several practical guidelines to enhance both enjoyment and financial return. First, prioritize condition over age alone. Coins that retain clear lettering, distinct design elements, and minimal corrosion will always attract higher bids. Second, consider having your coin professionally graded and slabbed by established organizations such as NGC or PCGS, as certification often enhances buyer confidence and market liquidity. Third, research any mint identifiers or unusual die features carefully, as variants with specific mint marks or striking differences can sometimes command premiums. Finally, always consult recent sales and auction records to establish a realistic valuation benchmark before buying or selling, as market sentiment and prices can shift over time. The United Kingdom 1917 1 penny is a tangible fragment of history that bridges everyday economic life and the collector marketplace. While among the rarest of British coins, its age, historical context, and enduring appeal make it a worthy subject for anyone interested in numismatics or the material culture of the early 20th century. Whether you hold one in your collection or are considering acquiring your first historic British penny, Understanding its background, features, rarity factors, and market value will empower you to appreciate both its historical and financial significance with confidence. Next up, the legendary United Kingdom 1 penny coin dated 1964. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary pre-decimal bronze penny, but in very fine condition, this coin holds far more significance than many people realize. For collectors around the world, the 1964 UK 1 penny represents the closing chapter of an era, steady collector demand, and surprising auction market results that can reach impressive values in US dollars. If you own one, or are thinking of adding it to your collection, this coin deserves your full attention. The 1964 1 penny was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a time when the United Kingdom was still using its traditional pre-decimal currency system. Just a few years later, Britain would move toward decimalization, making coins like the 1964 penny part of the final generation of old money. These pennies were produced at the Royal Mint and circulated widely throughout the UK, playing a daily role in commerce during the 1960s. As history moved forward and decimal coins replaced them, many bronze pennies were lost, worn down, or melted, quietly increasing the importance of surviving examples in higher grades today. The 1964 UK 1 penny is struck in bronze and features a dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Mary Gillick. This youthful effigy is admired for its fine detail, especially when the coin is preserved in very fine condition, where the Queen's hairlines, facial contours, and inscriptions remain sharp. The reverse displays the iconic seated Britannia, holding a trident and shield, a design deeply rooted in British tradition. In very fine grade, Britannia's outline, folds of the gown, and surrounding lettering are clearly visible, making the coin visually appealing and historically rich. While the 1964 penny was minted in large numbers, true rarity emerges when condition is taken into account. Most examples found today are heavily worn, scratched, or corroded after decades of circulation. Coins that survive in very fine condition are significantly scarcer, especially those with clean surfaces, even color, and strong details. This scarcity drives collector demand, particularly among UK coin enthusiasts, international collectors, and investors seeking affordable yet historically important British coins. As demand continues to grow and quality examples become harder to find, the 1964 1 penny is gaining renewed attention in the numismatic market. The value of a 1964 UK 1 penny varies greatly depending on condition. Circulated examples often sell for modest amounts, but very fine condition coins can command noticeably higher prices. At reputable auctions and online marketplaces, a well-preserved very fine 1964 penny can sell for approximately $1 million, with exceptional examples or those certified by grading services sometimes achieving even stronger results. As interest in pre-decimal British coins continues to rise globally, especially in the United States, these values show steady long-term potential. If you're collecting or investing in the 1964 1 penny, condition should always be your top priority. Look for coins with minimal wear, clear lettering, and an even bronze tone without heavy corrosion or cleaning marks. Proper storage is essential. Keep the coin in a protective holder, away from moisture and direct handling, to preserve its value. Buying from trusted dealers or auction platforms adds security, and for higher quality pieces, professional grading can significantly enhance market appeal and resale confidence. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1964 is far more than just an old bronze coin. It's a meaningful artifact from the final years of Britain's pre-decimal currency. In very fine condition, it becomes a scarce, desirable, and increasingly valuable collectible with solid demand in the auction market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner exploring British coins, the 1964 penny offers history, beauty, and real dollar value potential. If you have one tucked away, you might be holding a small but powerful piece of the past, one that collectors are actively seeking today. Next up, the United Kingdom has a long and fascinating history when it comes to its coinage, and among the many coins that have captured the attention of collectors over the years, the 1907 1 penny stands out as a remarkable example. What makes this coin truly extraordinary is not only its age but also the rare dark black patina that has developed over more than a century, giving it an aura of elegance and distinction that modern coins simply cannot replicate. We will explore every aspect of this rare coin, from its historical context to its unique features, rarity, and impressive market value in today's auction scene. The story of the 1907 1 penny begins during the reign of King Edward VII, a period that lasted from 1901 to 1910. This era marked a transitional phase in British history, bridging the late Victorian period with the modern Edwardian age. The 1907 penny was struck at the Royal Mint in London and is composed of bronze, featuring the iconic design by George William de Saulles. Coins from this period were widely circulated in everyday life, yet the survival of coins in pristine condition over a century later is exceptionally rare, especially those that have maintained a distinctive dark black patina. The coin is not just a piece of currency. It is a window into the economic and cultural atmosphere of early 20th century Britain. One of the most striking aspects of the 1907 one penny is its design. On the obverse, the coin features a finely detailed portrait of King Edward VII, facing right, with the inscription, Edward VII Rex Imperator, reflecting his status as both king and emperor of the British Empire. The reverse depicts the classic figure of Britannia, seated with a trident and shield, a symbol of the enduring strength and maritime power of Britain. What sets coins with the dark black patina apart is the way this naturally formed layer enhances the relief of the design, creating a visually compelling contrast that collectors find irresistible. Each detail, from the king's facial features to the flowing robes of Britannia, is accentuated by the unique coloration, making every coin a miniature work of art. Rarity is one of the key factors that elevates the 1907 one penny to a must-have for collectors. While millions of pennies were minted that year, very few have survived in high-quality condition with the dark black patina intact. Most circulated coins exhibit significant wear or have lost their original surface tones due to environmental exposure. Coins that retain this deep, even patina are extremely scarce, and the demand among collectors is intense. Enthusiasts of early 20th century British coinage often consider a 1907 penny in such condition to be the crown jewel of a collection, combining historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and exceptional rarity. The current market value of a 1907 one penny in dark black patina condition reflects this scarcity and desirability. At auction, well-preserved examples have consistently achieved impressive prices, often ranging from several $4 million, depending on factors such as the coin's overall preservation, centering, and the quality of the patina. The premium placed on coins with an attractive dark surface underscores the appeal of natural toning and the collector's appreciation for coins that convey a sense of age and historical authenticity. For investors and numismatists alike, owning such a coin is both a prestigious acquisition and a potentially lucrative investment. For collectors who are eager to pursue a 1907 one penny, a few important considerations should be kept in mind. First, authenticity is critical, as the high value of these coins makes them a target for counterfeiting or artificial patina treatments. Consulting reputable dealers, auction houses, and numismatic experts is essential to ensure that any purchase is genuine. Second, preservation is key. These coins should be stored in stable conditions, away from moisture, heat, and direct sunlight, to maintain their remarkable dark patina. Finally, understanding market trends and participating in established auctions can provide opportunities to acquire these coins at competitive prices while guaranteeing transparency and provenance. The 1907 United Kingdom one penny in dark black patina is more than a coin. It is a testament to history, artistry, and enduring value. Its unique design, the scarcity of well-preserved examples, and the impressive prices it commands in the auction market make it a centerpiece for any serious collector. Whether you are drawn by its historical significance, its aesthetic beauty, or its potential as an investment, this coin represents a rare and exciting opportunity to own a piece of British heritage. For anyone passionate about numismatics, the 1907 penny is a treasure that transcends time, a symbol of the elegance and legacy of early 20th century coinage. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny 1929 in very fine condition. This coin is not just a piece of currency. It represents a tangible connection to British history, craftsmanship, and the numismatic heritage that has captivated collectors worldwide. Over the years, coins like the 1929 penny have become highly desirable due to their rarity, historical significance, and the meticulous details that distinguish them from everyday currency. The 1929 United Kingdom one penny was minted during the reign of King George V, who ruled from 1910 to 1936. This period was significant in British history, marked by post-World War I recovery and the gradual modernization of the economy. The penny was an essential part of everyday transactions, yet the 1929 issue was produced in relatively limited quantities compared to other years, making it rare today. The coin reflects the artistry and precision of the Royal Mint, which had by then perfected the design of the bronze penny introduced in 1860. Each coin carries not only the face of the monarch but also subtle design elements that highlight the craftsmanship of the era. Collectors value this coin not just for its monetary face value but also for its connection to a historical period of profound cultural and economic change in Britain. The 1929 penny is distinguished by several features that make it particularly attractive to collectors. On the obverse, it bears the effigy of King George V, a detailed portrait that was crafted to convey both authority and elegance. The reverse features the classic seated Britannia design, complete with shield, trident, and flowing robes, symbolizing Britain's maritime strength and imperial identity. The level of detail in the trident and the lines of Britannia's robes is remarkable, and in very fine condition coins, these elements remain sharply defined, providing insight into the minting quality of the period. Additionally, the coin's composition of 95% copper, with small amounts of tin and zinc, gives it a distinctive weight and a rich, warm color that deepens over time, enhancing its aesthetic appeal. Collectors often examine the coin's patina and surface texture to authenticate its condition and provenance, making every example unique. The 1929 one penny is considered rare, particularly in very fine condition. Many coins from this era were heavily circulated, which means that examples with minimal wear and clearly visible design details are scarce. The coin's rarity is amplified by the fact that collectors worldwide actively seek it for completing historical sets or for investment purposes. High-grade coins, such as those in very fine or better condition, are especially in demand because they preserve the intricate details of the design and offer a visual window into the era of King George V. Auction records demonstrate that collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved specimens, often competing fiercely to acquire them at major numismatic events or private sales. The combination of historical significance, limited availability, and visual appeal makes the 1929 penny a high-demand item in the collector community. The auction market value of the United Kingdom 1929 penny in very fine condition has seen steady growth over the years, reflecting its rarity and desirability. As of recent sales, coins in this grade can fetch anywhere between $895,000, depending on the exact quality, provenance, and market conditions at the time of sale. Coins with exceptional eye appeal, strong patina, and well-preserved details can reach higher values, sometimes surpassing $3 million in competitive auctions. For serious collectors, investing in a coin like the 1929 penny is not only a matter of historical interest but also a strategic financial decision, as its value tends to appreciate steadily over time due to its scarcity and the enduring popularity of British coinage among global collectors. For collectors interested in acquiring the 1929 United Kingdom penny, there are several important considerations. First, always ensure that the coin's condition is accurately assessed, as subtle differences between fine, very fine, and extremely fine grades can significantly impact value. Second, work with reputable dealers and auction houses to guarantee authenticity and provenance. Third, pay attention to the coin's patina and surface quality, as these are critical indicators of its preservation and overall appeal. Finally, consider joining numismatic societies or online collector communities, as these networks can provide valuable insights, historical data, and alerts on upcoming sales or rare finds. By approaching your collection strategically, you can secure high-quality specimens and build a collection that is both historically significant and financially rewarding. The United Kingdom one penny 1929 in very fine condition is more than just a small piece of metal. It is a portal to the past, an example of exquisite craftsmanship, and a highly sought-after collectible with substantial auction market value. Its rarity, historical context, and intricate design make it a prized addition to any collection, while its steady appreciation highlights the enduring appeal of British numismatics. Whether you are an avid collector, an investor, or simply someone who appreciates history in tangible form, the 1929 penny offers a unique and rewarding opportunity to connect with Britain's rich cultural and monetary heritage. By understanding its features, rarity, and value, collectors can make informed decisions and enjoy the excitement of owning a truly remarkable coin. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny coin from 1905, specifically those in circulated and worn condition. While these coins may show the marks of time, they remain highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. From its fascinating history to its unique features and current market value, we will guide you through everything you need to know about this remarkable piece of numismatic history. The United Kingdom one penny coin of 1905 was issued during the reign of King Edward VII, a period that spanned from 1901 to 1910. This era followed the long and influential reign of Queen Victoria, and coins from Edward VI's period are notable for their distinct design and historical significance. The 1905 penny represents a time of social and industrial change in Britain, reflecting the artistic and technical coinage standards of the early 20th century. Coins from this era were primarily made of bronze and circulated widely, serving as an essential part of daily commerce. Despite the mass circulation, surviving coins in collectible condition have become increasingly rare, especially as over a century has passed since their minting. The 1905 penny is instantly recognizable by its obverse, which features the left-facing portrait of King Edward VII, complete with a mustache and formal attire. The surrounding inscription reads, Edward 7 Day Gra Brit OMN Rex FID Def IND IMP, highlighting the king's titles and status. The reverse is adorned with the traditional Britannia design, where Britannia is seated holding a trident and shield, symbolizing Britain's maritime power and imperial reach. Even in worn condition, the outline of Britannia and the text along the rim remain distinguishable, giving the coin a timeless charm. The coin's weight and diameter are consistent with other pennies of the era, maintaining the bronze composition that was standard at the time. Its design, craftsmanship, and historical context all contribute to its appeal among collectors. While millions of pennies were minted during Edward VI's reign, the survival rate of the 1905 penny in any condition is modest, and coins that have endured over a century are particularly valued. Collectors are especially interested in coins from this period due to the combination of historical significance and scarcity. Circulated and worn coins are more accessible than pristine examples, but they still hold significant collectible appeal. Demand is driven not only by Edward VII enthusiasts but also by general collectors seeking a representative example of early 20th century British coinage. Coins that exhibit even moderate wear but retain clear features can command premium prices in the auction market, reflecting their enduring popularity. The auction market for a 1905 UK 1 penny in circulated worn condition varies depending on the specific grade of wear and overall eye appeal. On average, such coins can fetch anywhere from $2 million in online auctions or specialized numismatic sales. Coins that are more appealing despite circulation marks, with visible details of Edward VI's portrait and Britannia's design, can reach the higher end of this range or even surpass it in certain cases. It is important to note that market values fluctuate based on collector demand, coin availability, and the overall condition of the piece. Coins sold through established auction houses often achieve higher prices due to authentication and provenance. For collectors looking to acquire a 1905 penny in circulated condition, careful inspection is essential. Pay attention to the visibility of key design elements, particularly the king's portrait and Britannia's trident and shield. Avoid coins that are excessively corroded or have damage that obscures these details, as these will significantly reduce value. Additionally, consider purchasing from reputable dealers or auction platforms that provide authentication and grading services. Keeping the coin in a stable environment, free from moisture and extreme temperatures, will help preserve its condition and maintain its value over time. Collectors should also research recent auction results to understand market trends and make informed purchasing decisions. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1905 is a captivating coin that offers a tangible connection to early 20th century British history. Even in circulated and worn condition, it commands attention for its historical significance, artistic design, and collectible value. With careful selection and proper care, this coin can be a rewarding addition to any collection and has the potential to appreciate in value as time passes. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1905 penny is a reminder that even coins showing the passage of time can hold extraordinary value in today's market. Next up, we are diving into a true gem for collectors, the United Kingdom 1 penny 1906 in circulated condition. While it may appear modest at first glance, this coin carries immense historical significance, unique design features, and a rare place in today's collector's market. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual coin enthusiast, this video will guide you through why this penny is so highly sought after and what makes it a standout item for anyone looking to invest in rare coins. The 1 penny coin of 1906 comes from the Edwardian era, during the reign of King Edward VII, who ruled the United Kingdom from 1901 until 1910. This period was a transitional time, bridging the ornate Victorian era with the more modern 20th century. Coins from Edward VI's reign carry a distinct charm, reflecting the craftsmanship and style of the period. The 1906 penny was minted at the Royal Mint in London, struck in bronze, and issued primarily for everyday transactions. Despite its humble appearance and regular use in commerce, it represents an era of British history marked by industrial growth, global influence, and cultural refinement. The 1906 one penny exhibits several notable features that make it stand out. On the obverse side, it bears the portrait of King Edward VII, facing right, wearing the imperial state crown. The design emphasizes realism and detail, capturing the king's dignified presence with fine engraving work that has survived remarkably well on many circulated examples. Surrounding the portrait is the legend, Edward VII Rex Imperator, a Latin inscription translating to Edward VII, King and Emperor, which underscores the British Empire's global reach at the time. On the reverse side, the coin features the iconic Britannia figure, seated with a trident and shield, a symbol of Britain's maritime strength and national identity. The detailed depiction of Britannia, combined with the flowing drapery of her robes and the finely engraved waves, gives the coin an artistic elegance that appeals to collectors. The denomination, 1 penny, is clearly inscribed beneath the figure, along with the year 1906. Even in circulated condition, these design elements retain their charm and allow the coin to tell a vivid story of early 20th century Britain. While millions of Edwardian pennies were minted, finding a 1906 one penny in good condition today is increasingly difficult. Over the years, many coins were lost, melted down, or worn beyond recognition. Circulated coins, in particular, show signs of wear, yet they remain highly desirable because of their age, historical context, and surviving population. Collectors value coins from this period for their connection to the Edwardian monarchy and the artistry of their design. Demand for the 1906 penny is especially high among those who aim to complete full sets of Edwardian pennies or who focus on coins that represent significant periods in British history. Its relative scarcity in the secondary market makes it an attractive investment option for numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. The value of a 1906 one penny in circulated condition can vary widely depending on its specific grade, degree of wear, and overall eye appeal. On the current auction market, these pennies can sell for several $1.5 million, with particularly well-preserved examples fetching significantly higher prices. Coins graded as fine or very fine typically command higher bids, reflecting the collector demand for pieces that still retain clear details of the king's portrait and the Britannia reverse. Rarely, exceptional circulated coins with minimal damage or attractive toning have sold at specialized auctions for over $3 million. The market for Edwardian pennies continues to grow steadily, making the 1906 one penny not just a collector's treasure but also a solid investment opportunity in historical coinage. For collectors looking to acquire a 1906 one penny, attention to detail is essential. Examine the coin for wear on the king's portrait and Britannia's features, as well as for any scratches, corrosion, or cleaning marks that could reduce value. Authentication is crucial. Working with reputable dealers or auction houses ensures that the coin is genuine. Collectors should also consider provenance and auction history, as coins with documented ownership or previous sales can carry added prestige and potential value. Lastly, patience is key. While circulated coins are more available than uncirculated examples, finding a high-quality 1906 penny at a reasonable price requires careful searching and market knowledge. The United Kingdom 1 penny 1906 in circulated condition is far more than a piece of metal. It is a tangible link to the Edwardian era, reflecting both the artistry and history of early 20th century Britain. Its distinctive design, historical significance, and rarity make it a prized item for collectors worldwide. Whether you are completing a coin collection, investing in historical currency, or simply appreciating the craftsmanship of a bygone era, this penny represents a remarkable opportunity. Owning a 1906 one penny allows collectors to hold a piece of history in their hands, a coin that tells the story of a nation and a monarch whose legacy still captivates numismatists today. The humble UK penny, often overlooked in everyday pocket change, holds an extraordinary legacy within the coin collecting world. From the legendary 1933 George V penny that commands six-figure sums to the intriguing era strikes of later decades, each of these top 7 rare pennies represents a unique chapter in British monetary history. Whether you are chasing elusive date rarities or studying intriguing minting anomalies, understanding these coins and their market values offers a compelling journey into numismatics. If you enjoyed this exploration of rare UK 1 penny coins and want more coin valuation insights, be sure to like, subscribe, and explore further videos on numismatic treasures.